No, you can do it.
No.
Why?
So that's what we doing?
Yeah, because I always do it. Why do
What's
I...
up, It Takes Three?
Man, why do I always have to do everything?
How y'all doing? Wait for some viewers to come up on here. What up, Cuzzo? What up, Cuz?
Hey.
Y'all go ahead and hit that invite button too. Invite some friends. It Takes Three. Episode 3.
Them kids drove
Sitting
me
on your
crazy
testimony.
today.
How y'all feeling out there? Wake up, young lady. What's up, Pops?
Hey, Mr. Thompson.
Tell your daughter-in-law to wake up.
I am awake. I'm go like this. My eyes are already big. You want me to pray?
Absolutely.
Oh, you want me to pray right now? Want me like 5 seconds?
5
10
viewers.
seconds?
Salute to the 5 viewers.
2 seconds?
Invite
How do you
friends.
know who the viewers are? Who are the viewers? My feet is tingling.
Invite friends. Keep on inviting friends. Share this video.
How about
Share
I
this
take
video.
this,
Share this video.
video?
We're going to start in a second. He said, wake up.
I'm trying.
Yes, we are in the car. If
My
you
professor
wonder,
wanted to keep us in class all the way to 9:30 yesterday.
our kiddos have practice right now, so we on the move. It Takes Three mobile. Artist
Okay.
formerly known. It's time. What's good, bruh?
Hey! What's his name? It's
TC.
not TC, there we go. I was going to call him RJ. Hey, TC.
Good looking for tuning in. We about to start in a second. Just waiting for some viewers to come in.
I don't think that number be right, though.
It Takes Three,
I don't
episode
have
3.
no viewers. Nobody wants to watch me. I think I should get on my Facebook page because I feel like, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
can go ahead and finish that. I'm gonna share that in.
No, I'm gonna leave it on It Takes Three. But
If y'all catching
I
up,
don't
yes,
know if we
the topic today is sitting on your testimonies. Hope y'all caught episode 1 and episode 2. And the radio interview that was on iRaise Radio.
WJOB.
WJOB. Salute to Damian Smith.
Okay, so I'm praying. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you for just waking us up this morning, Lord. We thank you for for using us as your chosen vessels, Lord. We ask that you just use us today. Let your thoughts be our thoughts, Lord. And we just ask that you just let somebody be touched by what we say today, Lord. And just help everybody become a better them. And we just thank you when we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen,
I don't know why
amen.
I've been stuttering lately. I need to go to sleep. Like,
What's up, Damien? What's the word, man?
okay, so today's topic is sitting on your testimony. And I know you guys are like, well, what this got to do with a relationship? But it has a lot to do with it because your testimony is your story. Where you been, where you going, where you want to go. So basically just saying who you are and being upfront and being 100 about where you've been and where you're going. Because everybody might not be the direction they're going in.
Absolutely.
So you want to be real honest, and you just never know where it could take you, just being honest and being transparent. So I'm going to let my wonderful husband go first. Would you like to go first? Because you know I'm long-winded, so I don't know. I get to telling my testimony, I might start crying or something. I don't know.
Hey, let it all out. We being transparent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't want to cry.
I definitely agree with my queen just said. It's all about being transparent,
Oh,
letting your partner actually know, like, what's going on, where you been. Definitely when you fresh in a relationship, you don't want to come in and act like you just been perfect. Then they end up finding out. Then it's like, all right, why wasn't you just honest with me from the beginning? So it's all about being honest, communicating, and basically learning from your testimony. You turn the tests into a testimony, point blank period. So
hey, all of it is going up on a Friday.
So sitting on your testimony is, you know what I'm saying, is basically pointless. Prime example, I mean, I got a couple testimonies. I can start. Where you want me to start at, love?
Wherever God leads you to go. Where he leading you to go.
Bible says we overcome by the words of our testimony. Absolutely. I mean,
so I think you should talk about just who you were.
Yeah.
When we met, and because this Chip is not the Chip that I dated in high school. This is a different Chip. We evolved. We should evolve, because nobody should stay the same. That's not normal. If you are staying the same, you might want to rethink your life. But go ahead.
Basically, I was a young man that lived off of wanting attention. I had to have the attention. I wanted to be around the dudes that I thought was cool. I was chasing the cool, really not realizing that they wasn't even sure of who they were.
Yeah.
The whole time. So a lot of times we like,
and they really would. You were chasing them, but they was chasing you. They wanted to be like what you was doing, but in the same sense, you was trying to be like them. And in actuality, nobody knew who they were.
Exactly. So it's a whole lot of. It's all about perception.
Hello, Michael Andrews.
What's up, Blaze? What's up, Eb?
Hey, Eb.
It's all about perception. People automatically just feel like this person cool, this person has this person is doing this thing. So anywhere it go, just be honest with yourself and be true to yourself, and basically build off of that. And other people will see, you know what I'm saying, the light inside of you. A lot of people will see the light inside of you. What's up, KK? And then automatically, you know what I'm saying, inspire them to be great. But it's first being honest with yourself. So yes, like I said, I was a young man, wanted to chase the cool, wanted to be around the guys that I felt like was doing X, Y, and Z, and trying to be tough, and it got me nowhere fast. Point blank period.
It got them broke fast. I need you to like quit trying to be philosophical and tell your story. Like,
I mean, but that doesn't. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, where do you want me to actually start at? Like,
you want me to go first? You want me to go first?
No, like I'm trying. Are we going like? Are we going all the way back to like high school Chip or weed head Chip? Which one?
I think you should talk about being a weed head.
I jump it all right. Well, yes, I enjoyed weed extremely a lot, to the point I was spending all my money. My oldest son was being born 2006, so it had got to a situation where I had an extreme habit, and my queen, well, she wasn't my queen at the time, but
I was just baby mama.
My queen, you know what I'm saying, would call me and say, Cam need X, Y, and Z, and I would say, man, I don't have the money. And a lot of times I might have had the money,
but he knew he needed to go get high.
But I knew extremely exactly, it was a lot. A lot of times I might have had the money, but I didn't have the money. It was all about priorities. You just tell it, quit talking.
You quit trying to read the thing.
No, it was just being real. Like, I mean, a lot of times I was playing the game about, no, I don't got no money. But then I have a certain amount of weed, a stash. I put my weed up, basically, and just say, yeah, this is what I have right now. Cam could wait, which is pure ignorance.
And I think the other thing, like, even though we also talk about, we had our first child when we were 19 years old. 19. So we were still being raised ourselves. And I think we were a kid trying to raise a kid. So our first kid kind of grew up with us. Because we really didn't. I knew a little bit more than what Chip did, because Chip's the baby and I'm the oldest. So I kind of like had a big part in my little brothers and sisters being raised, because my baby brother is 15 years younger than me. So it's a big age gap in between us. But we were raising our kid while we were still raising ourselves. So go ahead and finish talking about the weed.
Talk
about how you got delivered.
Can I get that, love?
I'm sorry. I have a issue.
Hey, everybody don't know the backstory. I'm okay, building up. So I get to the point where I was going, smoking all my money up. Didn't have no money for my child. And then it was like, man, they had got to a point where the habit got so crazy that I wasn't even eating before I smoked, which caused me to lose a whole lot of weight, like crazy amounts. And my priorities was all type of messed up. So fast forward. The testimony of it all is I end up going to church. Well, the day before I would go to church, I just, you know what I'm saying, I felt like crazy, as in like I was tired. So like my body was like, you done had enough mentally, the whole nine. So I talked to my mom about it. She was like, I just pray. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Went to church with her the next day. Went to the altar call. All while I'm going to the altar call, in my mind is, I can't wait to leave here to smoke. That's just being honest. So I'm at the altar. I'm looking like, all right, go ahead, lay hands on me, the whole nine. Lay hands on me. I go to the crib. What's up, cuzzo? I come back home after church. Didn't smoke, but I just didn't have the desire. So in my mind, I'm still thinking like, all right, well, maybe I just ain't ready. I'm not ready to smoke yet. Wake up the next day. I go to sleep. Wake up the next day, and I went to go iron some clothes. Put the jeans on the iron board. I ironed the jeans, and the weed smell that was in my jeans hit me, and I started throwing up immediately. So God literally took the taste out of my mouth, and it was like, I couldn't understand it. I was just like, the smell of it was like ridiculous. One of my guys come through later that day. I jump in the car with him. He's smoking. I literally had to tell him, hey bro, can you like put that out? All while he's driving, I got the window down, my head all out the window. It was crazy. And it shocked them because they knew how serious I was with smoking. Like everywhere I went, all my dudes would tell you, like, I was gonna have that pack. I was coming with that weed. We was never gonna be without no weed. Point blank, period. So yes, that is one of my testimonies. God took the taste out of my mouth. I had zero desire to smoke again. That was January 6th, 2010. Haven't smoked since. Don't have the desire to smoke. I mean, that's, a lot of people ask me, like, I wear a hoodie that says, I am a living proof that God is real. And me and my wife was in the mall one day. We was going through food court, and a young man stopped me. He was working. He stopped me and said, how do you know that God is real? And that was my perfect opportunity to go ahead, tell him my testimony. And
that boy's life was probably changed for the rest of his life from that day forth. Because people give you these stories and they be like, my fences with my testimony. I was like, this ain't no testimony. I ain't go through all this. Like, I had a pretty good childhood. I didn't go through all of that. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't drink. I didn't do any of that. But I didn't realize I had deep-rooted issues. And basically, I was searching for a bunch of stuff in a bunch of places, even though I didn't go to weed and all of that. So I am part of a blended family. And I don't know, I'm like, my heart is racing. I'm sorry, y'all.
Just let it out.
So I am a part of a blended family. And I thought I was okay. I didn't think, I'm like, no, I'm good. Ain't nothing, like, it's okay. I got my stepdad, I got my dad, I got this, I got that. I'm good. But in reality, I wasn't good. I am like very meticulous about the way things go. And because of that, everything has to be in order. And if it doesn't, like, I start having real bad anxiety. All types of stuff starts happening. So I start hyperventilating. Everything has to be in order. And I realized that what God brought it to me, the reason that I do that is because I didn't have control over my life as a child. There was no, I couldn't go see my father when I wanted to go see him. I couldn't, wherever I didn't understand why my brothers and sisters' dad was there but my dad lived all the way in a whole nother state. Like, so it was stuff like that. It gave me the control. I always have to be in control. And the reason why was because of all this stuff that happened to me as a kid. And I felt like I didn't have a testimony because I didn't go through that. I didn't get high. I didn't get drunk. I didn't do all of that. But I had a really, really, really bad anger issue to the point where I ain't care who you was. If you come up, we fight. Like, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want, do what I want. It doesn't matter. Because that was the only thing I had control of. And then I had to realize that was a demon spirit. Like, I didn't even know it until later on when I got delivered from it. So now I'm much more mild-mannered than I was before. Anybody that know me can attest to this. But basically all this stuff that happened to me as a child, I felt rejected. I felt like, well, why wasn't I good enough for you to be around? Like, I didn't get it. And part of me still don't, but as I pray and God starts to reveal different things to me, the only thing you can do is pray. But the reason, I later found out the reason why my tongue is so sharp and the fact that I get an attitude in a minute, God had a different plan for my life. And things have been prophesied over me that confirmed why my tongue is so sharp. And I ain't gonna reveal to y'all what that is, but one of these days when we on this podcast, y'all gonna see. Oh, yeah. But it's definitely like, but because of all that, this ties back into the relationship aspect. I love you too. You got to make me cry. That all ties back into this relationship aspect of it. My husband came from this home where both of his parents were there. He was raised with his mom, with his dad, the whole nine. Whereas I came from a different household. Like, I had my mom, I had my stepdad, I had my dad sometimes, and then it was just like, it was a battle between families. Whereas he didn't experience none of that. So when we first went into this thing, because he knew that my dad lived in St. Louis and that I lived here, and he knew that Fred was not my biological father. But he didn't know the whole gist of it. So when we first got into this thing, it was a thing where you not going, I had to be in control. I had to be dominant, because if I'm dominant, you can't do anything to hurt me because I'm already in the forefront of it. So it was like, he was like, well, you got to step back and let me lead. But I can't let you lead because I don't know where you're going to lead me to. And are you going to leave tomorrow? I don't know what's going to happen. So I can't be vulnerable. I can't. Because if I am vulnerable, then you can do anything to me, and I'm not willing to accept you doing anything to me. That wasn't going to work for me. And then God, I'm gonna tell you this, because this man right here took me through some stuff. And just because they're not cheating on you, they're not beating on you, people be like, well, you should be happy. No, the thing about it, like I said, we were both going together. So at the end of the day, like Chip, he was getting high, he was doing this. I was stressed out to the T. We got a 1-year-old son. He ain't got no money to buy no diapers. And his parents trying to help, my parents trying to help. I'm working 2 jobs, going to school. And in his mind, he just, oh, whatever, she got it. Like, he was just wherever. And I was fed up. I was like, we on our 2nd child. We not married. How old were we when we got married? 25? And women got this thing in them like, hey, I gotta have some kids before I'm 30, because look, and I got to be married at this point in time, and or you don't feel successful, you don't feel this. So I'm like, okay, this boy just taking me here, there, and everywhere. But he was my comforter, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna just stick with it. But one day, I was like, Jesus, if this man is my husband, you better change him, because I am done.
Hey,
like, I can't do this anymore.
Hold on.
Yes, you can intervene.
Let me pause, my love. Yes, I was a fool, like out here real reckless, and it was to the point. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, you fine, because I need to calm down.
It was to the point though, like I was making decisions.
For you,
I was making
for self.
I was making decisions for self, but it was more of being stuck in habits. Because for one, I was 19. I was a fresh father. I didn't know that. I'm the youngest out of my fam, so it was still like a new experience, as in having somebody to look over. But it was still, it was still affecting me to the point where I said, I need to make some type of life changes. Because I was into it with cats in the street, and I had to actually make it an obligation to go see them and make it right. Not just off the simple fact on some, oh, he's scared and none of that. It was more the fact of I'm living for more than just myself. So I went to a couple of the dudes' houses, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I understand we going through X, Y, and Z. And I ain't talking about no social media beef and all that. Like, this is real life, not like guns type joint. Like, this not no social media keyboard gang bang and none of that. So I had to make sure that I was cool and my family was straight, because like my queen just said, if I'm riding around and I got some real problems in these streets and my kids and her, or they could just be in my car and I could be at the crib, say it get shot up or something. I don't know about none of y'all, but I couldn't live with that. So I had to even the odds, or at least make a
conscious effort.
A conscious effort to do so. So it was like she said, it ain't even all about if the man is cheating or beating on you. It's so much other things that you can deal with in a relationship that can stress a person out. Like, I'm out all types of the night. Like, and in my mind is, oh, she got the kids, everything will be cool, everything is fine. She's saying, all right, now I'm not even giving her no option if she want to go out. It was automatically, Chip, you want to get Cam? All right, cool. I get Cam. Mama, can you watch Cam? All right, because I was living at my parents' house. All right, boom, I'm out the door. On some little boy stuff. So, like she says, this is definitely not the old Chip, but one of the things, other than me having a relationship with God, one of the major things that changed my life is understanding knowledge of self. As a man, it's certain ways that you're supposed to be a stand-up individual. Definitely not just for you, but for your family. So once I understood that concept, I understood that it was more that it wasn't about me. Point blank, period. I would be a hypocrite to say I want to live this way, but then my kids seeing me, and then they turning around and saying, but you do it. Yeah, you telling me not to do X, Y, and Z, but you do it. I was small. I remember, like, Cam was so small, I know he don't remember. He would get in my car and be like, Daddy, it smell like food in here. He'd say, Daddy, it smell like food. But that's because the weed was in the carpet.
In the seats.
Yeah, it was in the seats.
My baby was probably high. Like, but I don't know, because he's smart as a whip. But he was probably high.
So, I mean, it's about growth. The whole point of us telling y'all our testimonies is to actually let y'all know, if y'all in a relationship, be honest with your significant other, and be completely honest and let them know, like, hey,
dark. The sun went down that fast. And it got real dark. Like, what happened?
It did, though, didn't it? Be honest with your significant other and let them know, like, hey,
talk. I'm just moving though, cause maybe that'll make it lighter. I don't know. It really didn't, but
says growth is important. If you're not growing, you're standing still, and this life still moving. Exactly. It's all about being honest. Let your partner know, because think about it. This is real as it get right here.
If y'all can't be friends and share everything, just like you call your girlfriend on the phone and be like, "Hey, girl, such and such, such and such." I do that same thing to my husband, because this is the thing about men that women don't understand. You assume, because I was a victim of it, you assume that they know what you want. I assumed that he knew, hey, if the towels are in the basket, go fold them. It ain't nothing wrong with asking. Now, when you ask and they make an attempt to do it, that's good. Now, when you ask and they act like you ain't saying nothing, then we have a problem. But you should be happy with the effort, because the effort will turn into them accomplishing it and continuing to do it. Exactly. It will become, that repetition will become what? A habit. There you go. That repetition will become a habit. So you just got to speak up and say what you want, because that was the biggest thing. When we were 19, 20 years old, I didn't say anything. I just thought that's how life go. I didn't say, hey, why aren't we married? Because everybody kept saying, if you say that, he gonna run, because you can't pressure nobody to marry you. But at the end of the day, that's what happened. Okay, we figured out why the screen went dark. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. I'm sorry, it's kids is about to call. The kids is going inside the game. It's about to go in that door. Go in that door. We always got kids in there. Hey, Granddad. We recording, Granddad. Oh.
Right there, right?
Yeah, in Dorsey.
At the end of the day, you have to be honest. Just be honest with your partner. Hold on. Let me build on something my queen said earlier.
I'm sorry.
As far as her having a blended family and dealing with that, I feel like a lot of men actually go through that situation, because it's a lot of men that chose not to step up from the beginning. So instead of the woman actually being honest and opening up to their significant other, either from the beginning or later, they would rather keep it inside and have a cold heart and say, I don't want to open up because of X, Y, and Z. When really, it's you know what I'm saying, it's all about being honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about being honest and trusting your man to actually love and cherish you and treat you as a queen. But it is like, I really feel like that's a real issue.
Y'all chime in on this. Honestly, I believe it's both parts. I believe that some people get in relationships thinking that they have the heart to love their children and other people's children, but some people are not built for that. Like, they're just not. And I think a lot of the times we should reevaluate ourselves and not just be like, okay, well, I got what I want, so nothing else matters. Like, I don't think that's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, most people are afraid of being vulnerable.
But at the same time, taking chances is a part of life. You can't live in that safety net. Like,
that is definitely true.
Living in that comfort zone that's not beneficial to growth. Hold on, and
I'm gonna tell y'all this. So a lot of the times, so like when me and my husband got together, I had this. My husband is very affectionate, and I'm like, okay, dude, don't quit kissing on me, quit hugging on me, quit doing all of this. I don't understand why you feel you need to do all that. Just stop. And part of that was the Lord let me know some of this stuff that one of the reasons I put you with your husband is to make you uncomfortable, because some of this stuff you need to come up out of. I was very hard. Like, it wasn't like my friends that are my friends. If you was my friend, you was my friend. I ride it out. The moment you do something to me, I ain't never talking to you again. I don't care if we've been friends 15 years. That's just how it was. I ain't never talking to you again. So God gave me my husband. One of the things that I feed off from him is just to soften my heart. Like, because, and now I do anything for anybody. But back in the day, like, you do something to me, it's just, it is what it is. And I would hold the worst grudge. So just a lot of the times when you feel uneasy with your mate, it's because God trying to move you somewhere else.
Exactly.
He trying to push you, and he put that person with you so that you guys can move and be pushed. Because a lot of the times I be like, dude, I don't know. You might not be the one. I don't know. I might need to rethink this thing. But a lot of it is so that I can be pushed, and so that something in me can change. It's like, but
it takes 3. Point blank, period.
And it will make you uneasy. Now, I'm not telling you, like, I'm talking about the simple stuff. I'm not talking about the cheating and all of that stuff. That ain't meant to make nobody. That's meant for you to, I don't know, figure something else out.
I want to answer Cuzzo's question though. Yes, I feel this is my humble opinion. I'm not saying it's fact. This is just my humble opinion. Yes, I do feel like he was wrong because he wasn't honest from the beginning. Point blank, period. Like that's just how I feel. He wasn't honest from the beginning. It's not. And then when you found out, he turned around and said, "It's not your business." Like. That's a selfish mindset.
Exactly. But because at what point, just y'all can chime in, at what point does what you do become my business? I'm sorry, everything my husband do is my business. You don't have, your drawers is my business. The way you sleep at night is my business. Everything about you. If you make 4 breaths instead of 5, that's my business. Like, so at what point in the dating scene does it become your business? Like,
well, in the dating scene, truthfully, I have a whole nother mindset with the dating scene, and that's just. And hold on, and that's just because
I think people should date with a purpose.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Because that goes back to this blended thing. Because people don't date with a purpose, that's the stuff that happens. Like, we need to be mindful as African Americans, because we got so many little boys getting killed and everything else because of the fact that our households are not strong. And it's because we make decisions like that. We don't date with a purpose. We out here just chilling with folks. Then we look up and we got kids. And only reason I'm saying this because we were 19. Like, we've been there. We done that. But luckily it worked out different for us. We ended up married. But that could have went a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? Now we trying to create this new family with somebody else, and then kids not getting raised, or they being raised by their mama, and they ain't seen no positive people. That's why you just keep cutting me off.
But I'm saying, because you long-winded, love. Sometimes
I wasn't done with my sentence.
You gotta put pauses in. You start going.
No, I don't.
But the whole thing of it is, see, you almost made me lose my train of thought.
We on one wavelength. You want me to tell you what you was going to say?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Look at it.
But I really feel like if we made better decisions when it comes to who we dating, and dating with a purpose.
Yes.
Dating with a purpose, not like if you have no intention on getting married, but I want to get married. We need to cut this thing short right now. We need to cut it short. And that's like people talk about being unequally yoked.
Hold on.
You can't be unequally yoked if neither one of y'all believe in anything, because both of y'all ain't following nothing. So it don't like you just out there.
Hey, hold on. I want to say that a lot of people get stuck into the now. And that's a selfish attitude because they living for the moment.
Yes.
It's a mindset of what can I get out of a person right now?
Exactly.
Instead of actually building for the future. And that's the real problem. They're not even looking long term.
Or they don't have the patience to stick around and figure out if this can be something long time.
But see,
because the moment somebody leave their drawers on the floor, they like, I gotta go.
But that's because they're not even dating to actually learn the person. They're actually dating just because it's beneficial to their wants at that moment.
Yeah.
Instead of it actually being honest from the beginning and move out that whole romance stage.
Well, do you think we dated for a purpose? Because honestly, I'm just being 100 right now. Nobody could have told me that we would have been married.
I'm gonna say it like this.
I felt like
we was best friends. I don't feel like either one of us thought we was gonna get married to each other.
I don't think we was gonna. I didn't think we was gonna last more than 3 months. I really felt like we were dating because you had just got out of a long-term relationship. I had just got out of one, and we was just like, oh, we tell each other all our problems, so why don't we just be together?
Hey, but you know what's funny? No. Hey, that is
For real,
true.
though.
You know what's funny though is because you remember for the first 3, maybe 6 months. Oh no, I want to say about at least 3-4 months. We didn't even get in an argument. And that's just because we was best friends. So it was more of it was like, are we really compatible as in being together? Because we really wasn't arguing about nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was almost scary. And then we had that one argument. I don't know how transparent we're gonna get up on this joint. we going there.
Okay, we were 19.
Yeah, we were 19.
We were 19. We didn't even have Cam. So we were 17.
Hold on. This is when I knew the feelings was real. Now her boyfriend at that time, you know what I'm saying?
That wasn't my boyfriend. I wasn't with nobody.
The dude that you was with before.
My ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm here trying to get. I'm here.
The grade A buster.
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
Hey, but
that's not nice.
So whole time while we talking, I guess this man gave her a promise ring or an engagement ring, or whatever the ring was. She felt the need to put it on though. She put it on while we was together. Yes, we was fresh, but it was still like what is she
okay,
on?
so hold
like,
on. Let me tell you something. Hold on.
Let me finish.
I didn't put it on. I already had it on. I never took it off. So say that. Don't act like I got with you and went and found the ring and put it on. Because that ain't what happened.
What I'm gonna say is, I guess I just never realized it on your finger the whole time. But anyway, that was violation. Okay. Yeah, we got into it. It was real. Then it was like, oh, okay. Now I know for a fact that these feelings is official. So that was the thing, like that little stuff right there. I guess you can call it the whole little puppy love thing, and.
But I still think we have a puppy love. I don't think it ever left. You think so?
I feel like we have. I feel like our friendship has grew stronger. Cool. Hey, cool out, sis. Hey, James. Now you was there.
Shut up,
Teamer. You was there from the beginning. Bro, you already know what time it is, man.
I love you.
Hey, man.
No.
Your sister be trying.
Anyway,
your sister
we getting off the subject.
Hold on. Yeah. Your sister be trying to act like I forgot the past or she was extra innocent. But anyways.
Well, what you not finna do is have me out here looking like I was like.
No.
That ain't on what it was. But
we're not on that. But let's stay focused. Let's stay focused.
Yes.
Let's stay on track. Hey. It's all about telling your partner your testimony and being honest with them. Let them know what you done dealt with in your life. Point blank. I'm saying like from the beginning. Let them know.
What we ain't saying is just go out and start talking to people like you dating somebody and y'all been dating for 3 weeks and then you want to share with them your life story. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying.
She would still have it. Nah, because I knew. No, I'm just gonna be. Maybe I'm a selfish dude. But if it's no way you having a ring on your hand, and I'm not asking that question, and then you can't hit me with the, don't worry about it type drink.
So like, he left out the part. He already knew where it was from because we have been friends forever. So he already knew where the ring came from. And what he said was I put it on. I didn't put it on. I already had it on. But honestly, and it blew up to something bigger because all he had to say, he was in his feelings, and all he had to say was, Alicia, take the ring off. And I would have took it off. I wasn't attached to it. Like, I never put it back on from the day after I took it off. Like, I was 17 years old. I shouldn't even took the ring from the boy. Like, it was stupid. But I did. Yeah. Like, but I shouldn't even took it from her.
That's definitely true. I agree.
We
was young. I understand how it go. But we turned that test to a testimony. See how we talking about it now? We 12 years in it. We're about to be 13. Married for 5. You know, we done been through so much. We can literally talk about it. It's like, hey, the main thing of it is it's all about it takes 3. I don't care how cool y'all are, what y'all friendship is about, the whole 9.
That's why I didn't get to finish telling my story.
You definitely need God as your foundation. Point blank, period.
Yeah, so when we went through all this stuff with having, by the time we were 22, we had 2 kids.
Yeah.
By this time I was living by myself, working 2 jobs, going to school, just trying to make it happen. And so basically, and then we had got to a point where we just stopped talking to each other because I was just like, I need more. He was like, well, I ain't ready to give you more. We 22 years old. What we look like getting married at 22. And I'm like, why does age matter?
But
like,
it wasn't even.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
Go
love.
ahead.
I'm sorry, love.
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
My apologies.
You're fine. You're fine.
It really wasn't me saying I'm not ready to get married the whole 9. A lot of men go off of their finances. So in my mind, I didn't feel like I was prepared financially to take care of a family. Point blank, period. I didn't feel like I had enough money to get married. I wanted to be in a position where to buy a house and actually build. That was my mindset back then. Yes, I was still living in fear because as long as you keep living, you'll realize that nothing is going to be easy in life. Obstacles will come. The rain will come. You're going to have to learn how to dance in that rain. Point blank, period. I don't care. All the blessings can be coming down for the first 6 months. That next 6 months.
Yeah, because that goes back to, so basically, I got fed up and I was like, I'm worth more than this. Like, I had it, like, literally. I had got diagnosed with high blood pressure. It was a lot, like, to the point where I went to the hospital because I thought I was having a stroke. I didn't know what was going on. And basically, I was just like, we can't do this no more. So we didn't talk to each other. And I went to church. And the man came to me and he said, I'm going to pray for you because your heart is just heavy. He prayed for me. I went back home. And I prayed for myself. I said, Lord, if this man is my husband, I need you to reveal it to me. Because if this is something that you want to happen, it's not going to happen. I said, if it's your will, it's going to be my will because it's not finna happen. Because I can't do this anymore. And the phone rang. And Chip was on the other end. I was about to cry. Okay, Chip was on the other end and he said, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I'm sorry. He said, it ain't really nothing I could do to take it back, but I'm sorry. He said, and he didn't say, let's be back together. He said, you know what? I'm going to take you on a date tomorrow. You want to go on a date tomorrow? And I was happy with that. And then from that day forth, we've been together from that day forth. But it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. But nobody can't tell me that God didn't send this man to me.
Like, I think you missed the part, though.
What part?
You missed the part where my sister actually called you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part. When she called, his sister called me first and prayed with me. She was like, you just been on my heart. And then after that, I prayed, and then Chip called. But, yeah, and I was going to say something else, and I forgot. We ain't got too much more time.
I mean,
Did y'all watch? What time is it?
7:45.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was. I tell all the time, like, you said, where you take it, G. Hey, I don't know, probably.
I can tell you exactly where we went. We went to Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Because that changed everything.
Face. Hey, no, for real though, yeah. That's just really, and wasn't none of that planned. I just really knew that I had to get my life together. And then hold on, let's be all the way 1,000. I was hanging with cats that
I asked God to change him. But let me you can eat fries, girl, and they got them Parmesan fries. But I asked God to change him. But the other thing, my prayers have changed as I got older, because I realized that everything, just because I don't agree with the things that he does, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong. Like I said earlier, some of the stuff that goes on with us, it's a push for us. Like lately, these two, like ever since like we came back from New Orleans, I don't know, about a couple of weeks ago. And like yesterday, I told Jim, I said, I think somebody put something on us. Like, we've been in this blah state, like to the point where I was just questioning everything. Like, I'm just like sometimes I have anxiety attacks. And lately they've been happening like every single day. Like I just be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and I just be so overwhelmed. And then I break out in hives and think I'm having an allergic reaction, but I'm not. The reason it's happening is from the anxiety. So basically we both talked, and he said he felt the same way, and I didn't know. But basically all of that uneasy state is because we got to move on some stuff. It's stuff that we've been wanting to happen that hasn't happened, and like we got to move. Like we definitely got to move. We got to do some stuff, and I don't mean move out of Indiana. I'm saying like it's some stuff that God is pushing us to do, and we've been sitting on it, and it's time for us to make some changes and just do certain stuff. And like my husband always talking about, you always acting boring and you don't ever want to do nothing. But a lot of that is because I can't compromise. Like some of the stuff that go on with me, like I can't compromise. So when other people want to do A, B, C, D, I might not want to do it because it puts me in this state where I'll be like, oh my God, oh my God. I start feeling overwhelmed because I feel like it don't go with the plan. And because everything has to be strategic in my life, if it don't go with the plan, it kind of throws me off.
I agree. I mean, truthfully.
Y'all see my dimples?
Truthfully, like I told her, because if anybody know me, they know I do the whole research and I gotta look up stuff. So like I told her, basically it's just been a shift of energy to the point where God is actually, he already knows our heart. He knows what we want to do the whole nine. We can pray, but having faith without works is dead. Now it's to the point where it's time, hey, hit your knees, plant that seed, and go get it. Like it ain't.
And you gotta and this ain't even no Bible stuff, but you gotta be around people that's like-minded, like people that's trying to go get it. That's who you need to be with. You don't need to be like today. I had to withdraw myself from some stuff that was going on because everybody out talking this, that, and the third. Like, no, I can't be a part of that. I'm trying to go somewhere. I'm trying to be a principal, so I can't be sitting up here acting crazy with y'all. Like, this is where my life is going. Like, you got to be around people that's on the same wavelength as you. If your friends ain't finna pray for you, if them fools that's sitting up there, and I don't mean to call nobody no fool, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, if you got them friends that you call, and then they get up there and they be like, and you talking about, my husband ain't this, and my husband ain't that, and they get on there talking about, girl, leave them. You need to leave them alone. Mm-hmm. You need to leave them alone, because they are not for you.
Yeah.
They are not for you. And a lot of my friends, they attest to this. They get mad at me because I don't care what you do. I'm going to tell you what's right. Whether you wrong or not. I am going to tell you what's right. Because you either going to do what's right and get it right, or you going to be up there miserable and crying. That's on you. You pick it. But what Alicia ain't going to do is agree with you just because. Not going to happen.
What you ain't going to do. Hey, that's real though. I definitely, you already know.
You got it, and that's why I'll be the first person I say anything to. And see, a lot of people be like, well, don't tell people this and don't tell people that because they'll be praying for your downfall. I don't agree with that, and the only reason is because the same way they can send stuff into the atmosphere is the same way you can send stuff into the atmosphere to reject what they talking about. So I don't believe that. I'm going to tell you whatever, because at the end of the day, my testimony going to go forth. So if you don't like the way that things going in my life and you jealous, that's okay. I don't care what you praying about. You can be praying about all that, but I'm praying something different, and my God is bigger than yours, so I do not care.
And truthfully, a lot of times
what is that?
I do Hodge. A lot of times you have to humble yourself and stop trying to feel like you got it all by yourself and you can handle this, and I don't need to ask for no advice, and I don't need to be around people. Like, you need encouragement.
You do.
You need inspiration. You need to be around those people that's actually willing to build you up. And there's nothing wrong with actually asking for advice and saying, I don't. My phone getting blurred. There's nothing wrong with asking for advice and reaching out to people that you know are genuine. Don't. They're
in practice. You can keep talking.
It's to the point where people automatically get straight on Facebook and want to vent because they don't feel like they have an outlet to reach as in genuine people.
Move in silence.
So then they turn around and say, why are y'all in my business?
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Like, for one, the first person you need to go ahead and reach out to is God. Point blank, period. Conversations. We talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody.
Yep. And sometimes you need to talk yourself down from whatever high horse or whatever you want. Sometimes you have to talk yourself down. Like, and it's nothing wrong with humbling yourself. Sometimes you got to be the one to apologize.
Exactly.
And anybody that can't have a conversation with you, you might need to rethink that relationship. That goes for all relationships.
That's fact.
Because, like my best friend, I hurt her feelings. She came to me and said, Alicia, look, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I didn't like what you said. And I told her, I said, I meant what I said, but I do apologize for the way it came off. Because that's how I felt. And you can't get mad at me for how I feel now. But I told her, I said, but because we are sisters, like she ain't have no problem telling me, girl, look, you hurt my feelings. And that's how you have to be with your mate too. Because I tell my husband in the heartbeat, and he'd be like, you so sensitive, but you act so hard. But now I have because my heart has been softened, a lot of the times I will be like, he'll say something to me and I'll be like, I don't like that. Why you saying that to me? And he'll be like, you are so sensitive. But now he knows. I just had to tell him straight up, can you please not do that? Like, it just is what it is. And you have to be transparent and say how you feel. It's okay. Ain't nobody finna, and sometimes it might come to turn into an argument, but that's when you have to think about, okay, are we gonna sit here and discuss this, or are we gonna come back to it? And that's that, is it a 10?
Yeah, it's not a such thing as being halfway real.
Yeah.
Point blank, period, man. At the end of the day,
there's no gray. If you either white, you black. It ain't no gray.
You either, and it's all about delivery. Just be real with a person. It's all about the delivery. Just tell a person exactly how you feel. Be honest with them, because if they're your friend and y'all got years in it, then y'all basically family. Okay,
so we're gonna have to get off here in a minute because we don't want to keep y'all too long, and we want to keep y'all guessing on what's coming next.
Transparency is definitely key.
So one thing my husband said is he wanted to have this life and have all this stuff for us when we got married and all of that stuff. But I had to tell him, I said, babe, at the end of the day, we in this together. Our finances together. If y'all want that, everything is together. Everything with us. If I'm broke, he broke. Whatever. We in this together to the day we die. That's what we signed up for. And everybody is different. However you do it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you. But that's just what works in our household. Well, we about 3 years ago, my husband got hired at the mill. He got hired at the mill. We like, yeah. But we knew it was God. So we in there paying our tithes faithfully. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I mean, writing like big checks. Like, we like, yeah. Just getting it. My husband taking me out. Somebody, what you want, girl? Come on. Da-da-da. Buying all type of stuff. And we bills paid, living lovely. How long were you there?
About 4 months.
About 4 months. All of a sudden, he calls me. He comes home. He's like, babe, I got laid off. I'm like, shit, quit playing with me. That ain't even funny, bro. Like, why would you come in here talking about you got laid off? That ain't funny. He was like, no, I'm serious. Like, my soul left my body. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, I don't know what we gonna do. Like, what do you mean we had just moved into this 3-bedroom house, because we upgrading everything, like, hey, and we like, yeah, we finna upgrade this house and do all of this. And yeah, he comes in 4 months later and says he's got laid off. And I'm like, why? It's people out here selling drugs. We paying our tithes faithfully. Mm-hmm. We doing all this, Lord. Why us? Why me? Why?
And we tend to automatically.
We was serving in every ministry.
Yeah.
Every ministry.
When you're back to the wall, you'll find yourself saying, but this person do this, and why is it happening to us? And
it's like, God, I thought you was on my side. Like, what is going on? Through the whole time, I'm in here like, oh my God, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know. My husband like, I got faith. God gonna do something. So God, where did you get the job at?
The railroads.
He gets the job at the railroads.
Union Pacific. Yeah.
He driving an hour and a half to the railroads. I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work out. So he goes, he keeps going. He takes this test, missed the test by 1 point. They let him go. I'm like, okay, Lord.
Hey.
Back in the same.
And I was sick. Like, literally, that drive home was the longest. That drive home was like the longest hour ever. So, like, it was like, hold on. I said, love, Hey, I'm laid off again. But hold on. I'm gonna get back to the testimony. But my wonderful queen right here though held me down like.
I went and got another job. I was like,
hey, Kings.
I can't do it.
No, for real though.
And my kids, and the biggest thing is when you got children, you don't ever you don't want them to know nothing that's going on. And I was like, look, and really I should have just let it pan out. But I was like, I got to get another job. If anybody know, my kids play all the sports in the world. I'm like, they can't miss a beat. They can't miss a beat. And you thinking, after it was all said and done, you would think that we were in this rut, but God had already sent people. He had already sent people. His parents, they come to us like, why y'all acting like y'all can't ask us? Mm-hmm. And it was a humbling experience. So he goes from the railroads, gets laid off because he missed the test by 1 point. Then he goes to this place called Bull Moose. He goes to this place called Bull Moose. So he goes to Bull Moose.
Hold on. But before I go to Bull Moose, I got hired at the post office.
Yeah.
But I decided not to take that.
So he went to Bull Moose because they paid a little bit more. Get over there. They about the most racist people you ever seen in your life. So he like, I don't know. So, mind you, man making like $15 an hour. He was making like 30 at US Steel. Go to making like 15. Like, so we like, Jesus, what we gonna do? So I'm like, I know this can't be it. So he doing all that. He at Bull Moose. I call him. I say, babe, you want some Chipotle? He like, yeah. This fool drives all the way home. I'm like, hold on. Your shift ain't over. What is you doing, bro? I get home. He beat me there before I get there with the Chipotle. He said, well, this other job called me. He said, I quit. I said, but babe, we just not catching back up. Like, why you didn't stay there for the week? He gets over there. They put him in the position. He good. So we in church. Now we fast forward about 3 months. We in church. No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. We in church. He said, babe, you gonna pay the tithes? I said, I got $260. This the last $260.
Hey, you get to pinch in your pockets. Hey.
You want me to put this $260 in this offering plate? Because it's the last. I'm telling you, I repeated the fact that it was the last $260 about 4 times. He said, babe, put it in there. I'm like, maybe I'll take $1 out of it. He like, put the whole thing in there. I'm like, okay. So I put the whole 260 in there. Get home, we washing. About $50. I found about $50 worth of ones in the dryer. I don't know where they came from. I don't know. But that happens. Then we get to Wednesday. My husband calls me, say, I just caught a blessing. I said, what happened? What's up? He said, I just got a raise. I said, boy, you been there 3 weeks. How did you get a raise? He said, they just gave me a raise for $26. I said, that was 10% of the $260 that we put in the offering plate the week before. So I'm telling you, at the end of the day, no matter what, it takes 3, and God got it. You just have to, I'm telling you, that got to be your foundation.
Hey, that's real. Hey, that's as real as it gets.
And you just, we got so many stories, y'all. This thing gonna be a lifetime.
I mean, but
and it's more and more coming. Like, I'm telling you.
Hey, we could be talking forever, but the main point of this whole video is to be transparent. Yep. Do not sit on your testimony.
Because somebody needed that. Somebody needed to hear that. I don't know who need a new job. I don't know who. Somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. And I'm just letting y'all know it did. Look, because I done been there like, God, where are you? Like, I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm doing, because we fasted for that job. I'm saying, look, we fasted for that job.
We was fasting for like 5 days.
And it all worked out because now my husband can, at that meal, it's like a lot of all that stuff. And he make even more money now. But with that meal stuff, it was like, you don't know when you gonna have to go. You gotta do this, do that, do that. He's able to go to the games with the kids and do like, we're able to be a family. And God ain't stopping there. It's so much more. It's so much more. I'm just saying, somebody needed to hear that today. And y'all gonna figure out what my calling is. I don't know when. Y'all gonna figure it
out. First and foremost, I wanna say I appreciate you.
I was like, I have 50
First and foremost, I wanna say that I appreciate you for holding it down. I was laid off for seven months. And I
do it all again.
Like, that right there was like, as a man, and I'm gonna speak for the men right now. As a man, that's a humbling experience because you want to be the provider for your family. So to be without a job, and yeah,
there you go, exactly. That was for you.
Yeah,
that was for you, Tashina.
Yeah,
that was for you.
Yeah, I was getting a little unemployment.
God got a plan. I'm telling you, he got a plan.
But she actually held it down, and as a man, that was eating me alive. Because it was like, I don't feel like I'm able to actually provide for my family. It was an awful feeling, but I still remain faithful. She'll tell you it was times where it was like,
And see, that's what it was. Where he lacked, I picked up, and where I lacked, he picked up. I didn't have the faith in that moment. I did not. I'm not even gonna lie. I was questioning everything about God. I did not understand why us. We was serving in every ministry we could. We was paying our tithes faithfully. That was the first thing. And we weren't paying no 5% here. We was paying the whole 10%. And not 10% off the net. We was paying 10% off our gross income. And everything got wiped from up under us. And we didn't understand. But now that we think back on it, the whole thing was because at some point we had put this job on this pedestal.
Exactly.
And God needed to let us know, look, at the end of the day, it's me. And it is what it is. It's me.
And the timing was perfect. Even when you break it down.
I'm sorry. I'm holding back my teeth. I'm sorry.
Well, even when you break it down, I had got laid off at this time. This job laid me off. Boom, boom. For me to get into a job. And I want to salute my brother Bernard, man. Much love. I'm talking about like love forever, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He put me in a position to take care of my family. God works through you. Point blank period. Because he called me randomly like, hey, you still trying to get hired? You still trying to get to my job? I'm like, what? I forgot all about it. Absolutely. I need in. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We got much more, but I felt like God led me to say that. Like, and sometimes I say stuff and I encourage other people, but I encourage myself because I'm telling y'all just don't understand like what I've been going through like these past couple of weeks. Like, and I don't know what it is because I'm not like, oh my God, where I'm at. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just a lot. Like, but
that's because we got greatness coming. That's why.
And that's what through the battle is a blessing every time. Whatever battle you going through, there's a blessing on the other side. There definitely is. And I don't mean the other side when you get to heaven. I mean right here on earth.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. That's as real as it get. Hey, and if you don't have a significant other that's willing to ride with you, I'm saying when that rain come, hey, you might want to reevaluate your relationship. That's just being all the way honest. Like,
but not even in financial situations. If they gonna jump ship, they gonna jump. Oh, excuse me. They gonna jump ship whenever. That it just is what it is, and that's not that might not be what you want to do. Like they gonna jump ship
already.
And like
already, Blaze.
And Chip could have jumped ship on the other hand because he could have been like, see, I told you that we should have waited to get married. Like, but it didn't go like that. Like, we held each other down. Like I said, where I lacked, even though I was able to, because I'm a hustler, homie. Like, it just is what it is. Whatever I want, I'm going to go get it. I'm a hustle all day long. And I'm a hustle the legit way, though. But I hold down like 3-4 jobs at one time. But he had the faith that I didn't have. Because I was like, he'd be like, come on, babe, we got to get up and pray. Oh, why? What we praying for? Like, I don't get it.
I'm a firm believer in prayer. Like, at the end of the day, stay prayed up.
What time is it? I think we gotta get off.
It's after 8.
Oh, we gotta get off here, y'all, because we gotta go tend to our kids.
Hey, again,
they in there practicing. We gotta go watch them.
Turn a test to a testimony.
Just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Be honest with your significant other.
Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, Friday.
Always
so we'll be
honest.
Back on Friday.
Communication is key.
And I thank y'all for tuning in, for y'all letting us drop this knowledge on y'all, and y'all taking these jewels and taking these seeds and letting them grow and blossom. Like, I appreciate y'all for supporting us, because this thing is it's gonna get bigger, and it took a lot in us to even just jump out, because honestly, and people be like, Alicia, you lying. I am shy in real life. Like, I'm like really shy, and people don't believe me when I say that, but honestly, it's something that God has put in me. He's given me this holy boldness all of a sudden, but I promise you, like, this has not always been me. And that's probably why I was so mean, because I was so shy, people used to try to like take advantage of me and all that stuff, so I figured I had to, like, get bucked. But I'm definitely very shy. Yes, family first.
Hey, we love y'all.
We love you too.
We love everybody that's tuning in.
Yeah.
Like we really had a vision, and we making we making it manifest. Like this is y'all not even understanding. Like it takes 3. It was so organic. We was in Fridays. We was trying to figure out a name, like what we need to call it, and then the song.
It takes 2 to make a thing. It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
That came on. We looked at each other. And said, "It takes 3."
Yeah. So look,
everything is organic, man. It's for real. Move at God's speed. Like I said, man. Turn a test to a testimony. Be honest with your significant other and build.
Yes.
Like always be honest with the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
And we gonna girl, you was not down here. What you talking about?
Tonight, Papa Do's, what's up? I need some of that.
We gonna drive down there to y'all.
Fried
the last
gator,
time
baby.
Y'all came up here to us, so
we
gonna
live.
We're definitely gonna come down there to y'all. I don't care how boring y'all say it is. We gonna come down there to y'all.
Hey, y'all, can y'all please do us a favor though? Do us a solid. Like, comment, share this video. Straight up, like it ain't even about us. It's about the message. Point blank period. It's about the message. Get this word out, cause I know there's more people that need to hear. It's a lot of people that need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not about
anybody.
us.
You can like, comment, share, and anybody that would like to be on. We love guests because it like does. I don't know. I like to go back and forth with people. So
I mean, it's just about having.
Definitely would love to have anybody on there. Anybody
transparent
on here,
people
and single people too, because it ain't just about we trying to get you somewhere. So look, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Boaz is out there, and what's the man?
Who?
What's the woman?
Boaz.
Mm-hmm. That's the man.
Well, I thought you had cursed for a second. I'm like, what?
No, shut up. I know it ain't a Jezebel because that's a whore.
Oh, hey, bro, we definitely need you and sis. That's automatic.
Pick a topic. Please don't come out here trying to ask us to pick the topic for y'all. Y'all pick a topic. Like
Ruth.
There you go, Ruth.
Boaz
okay, all right, Phil. We were supposed to do a giveaway tonight. We didn't go.
Hey, we definitely. Hey, Cuzzo, come through.
Okay, so we didn't. I had a long day today, so we didn't go get anything for this giveaway. But we will definitely have one on the next episode. I'm sorry.
Blaze, you already know what time it is.
And I don't want to give out the same stuff I gave out last time. So, but we will definitely have one next Friday.
Next Friday.
It'll be 7 again. But we'll probably go back to our 30 minutes. My husband made us do an hour because we weren't on it for like 2 weeks because we did the radio station and all that, and that was so fun. But yeah, this thing is definitely going to take off, and we really appreciate everybody that's supporting us, everybody that has always supported us. And I'm gonna say one more thing and then we're gonna get out of here. Earlier in the podcast I said something about watch who you with. About 2 years ago, me and my husband got this prophecy. People like to prophesy on this, but we got this prophecy about people praying for our downfall. And we was like, okay, we get it. But then the man said, there is people in your inner circle. I opened my eyes. I didn't even care if he was praying anymore. And it really hurt me when he said that. And okay, did my battery die? My battery did not die. Oh, okay. Look, but he said people in our inner circle was praying for our downfall. So what I went home and did, I prayed to God that God reveal those people, and I just prayed that they prosper. So you don't the first way to fight a jealous spirit is to recognize it.
Thanks.
So when you feel like somebody got something better than you do, congratulate them for it, because then there's no way that jealousy can live there. There's no way it can live there. So you need to be like, hey, I'm so happy for you. Even if you lying, I'm so happy that you got that new house. But at the end of the day, watch the company you keep. And that's my gem for the night. Yeah. Watch the company you keep, and don't forget to get that testimony. And if somebody want to come on here and get theirs, you're more than welcome. And we're gonna try to find a way that people can call in, because I don't know how to do that. Turn
a test into a testimony. We love y'all.
Until next time. Friday, 7 o'clock. Tune in. We're going to try to get on at about 6:50 so everybody got time to come in. Hey, Rock and Rob.
God is love. Always remember that.
Yes.
Peace.
And
We about
definitely
this
want
joint.
some single people. Yes, we are. I'm sorry. I'm still talking.
Love,
All right.
love.
Love everybody. Bye.